Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The Razorbacks get it past the sticks. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quick strike complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Fair catch, called for and made. Offense getting set for first down. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Leon. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Turns it on down the left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Oh, he just flat ran over it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it up to 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's right on target. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. To the air. It's Leon. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? 2nd and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked, and now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, and making your situation really good on the next down.
Completes it in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Dorsey. Got his man. Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now they'll run the draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone. Be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders and practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few.
This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Leon. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the 2nd time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the options responsibility football, I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Still on his feet at the 35. Got a lot of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He finds his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got 5 on that last one now, 2nd and inches. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, no! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They try to pop a run on the draw. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweep.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Dorsey. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And, Jesse, they didn't pick up any yardage there, but they're trying to stretch this defense across the field.
Yeah, you want to try to get the defense to go east and west, Reese. It's a nice job on offense trying to scheme up a way to do that. Give the defense credit, too. They rallied to it, got that running back on the ground.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Moving out of the pocket. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense is a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Rides to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dorsey. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points after they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points. Now, tick. The clock is my friend.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope. A good fight to the end.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense set on 1st down. The back goes in motion. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They're trying to get to it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.